The boys are back in town. What's up, guys?
Joe,
what it do?
Here we are.
Yeah, another episode of the Full Sport Press Podcast. Weezy, talk to the people. Give them your song of the week, my boy.
Kendrick Lamar, they not like us. They not like us. It's fresh on my mind. Fucked
it
up,
is.
man.
Yeah, it is.
That song's gonna divide us, man. That's worse than politics. You think that song's gonna divide us?
Worse than politics. That's funny. My song of the week is Luther Vandross's greatest hits. Just all of them. Shout out to
Let them roll.
Yeah, 35 songs. Let's get it going.
Let them roll.
Luther, the greatest voice.
Best greatest hits of all time.
Go too far with that.
I'm just asking.
Best greatest hit.
Think who has the? Oh no,
He who we can't name.
Stevie.
Stevie.
Nah, the one who locked up was got him.
Now Stevie got the greatest hit.
Stevie got the
70s, 80s, Stevie.
Yeah.
Close one. That's a close one.
Stevie got one in the 2000s.
Oh,
Yeah. No.
Oh, we ain't gonna do Mike any kind of way now.
Listen to Mike, man.
Mike up now. I'm talking about.
Mike said greatest hits though, right?
We just talking about greatest hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? Prince got some shit.
Yeah. Stevie, Brian, both
He who we cannot name. Of course.
bangers.
He got
That puts one in his book.
Yeah, boy that came on the time about the other day. I said, damn, I can't listen to that no more.
Nah, I'm gonna be real. I don't even listen to this shit. After that last shit that came out about
he
him.
wild. Yeah.
You had to fill me in on. I missed it.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to it though.
No, it ain't no song. We talk off it. It's bad.
What you got, Coach?
Dedicated though.
Oh man,
When I tell you what he did, you gonna be like,
right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Yeah.
my song of the week is Lil Baby, featuring Future and Young Thug. Dumb and Dumber.
That's bang. That's
Hey, gang.
They say gang.
Banging. Yeah.
Talk to me, Jeff.
Larry June, early bird. I
Yeah.
trade everything to get my grandma back. Shit.
That's right.
I'm gonna share the tail on that one, boy.
Mm.
That's good. It's good.
Shout out to June.
Give you a few of me.
Shout out to June. You're not. Come on, don't do June like that.
Like
June got some shit.
June had no. Most that's about like above his normal. Like he shoots at a great clip.
Yeah, for
Don't
sure.
lie.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, good shooting percentage.
Yeah.
Let's get to it, guys.
Gotcha.
Full Sport Press.
Yeah. No layup line, no warm-ups, no nothing. We just walking right into the stadium, get into the game. Let's do it. When the beat on, then it's on. Wearing our right jerseys on the road, cause how we feel where we roam is our home. Leaving these other podcasts null and void. The show can't miss something like Tom Shepard and corduroys. Full Sport Press, you know them boys. Jay run the point, lock for 3, and me, I crash the boards. Weezy told you that it's paid for.
Full Sport Press.
Fuck. Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am Jay Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy.
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Full house. So, what you doing, cameraman? How you doing, brother?
Focus. For my brother, though.
Yeah, that's right.
Conductor, we have a problem.
Yeah. Episode 549, we're discussing the winners and losers of the 2024-2025 college football playoffs.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
Better them know it.
Better damn believe it.
Let's kick it off, Jeff. Best of the week. Talk to the people.
Nah, I ain't gonna do it. After a year-long hiatus and after controversy in their last bout, Coach Locke, Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney are going to be on the same card in March. If both of them win, their rematch will take place later on this year.
Man.
So hopefully Devin Haney gets his backs and gets his career back on track, because if not, Brother Haney, glue gun.
Hang him up. Hang them up.
Them boxes.
Tie them gloves together and hang them up on the nail.
They packing them boxes up, boy.
Man.
Tyson Fury.
Man.
AB.
They packing them
It's over with. What you got, Coach?
Hey, can I have 2 since I'm
Yeah, go ahead, my bro.
okay, all right. Thank you. Yeah. Damn, Jeff. Didn't he? Damn.
He did it, officer.
My first one is Halle Berry donates her entire closet to Los Angeles fire victims in need of clothes from the LA fires.
Shout out to Halle.
That's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then my second one, shout out to the Arizona Cardinals who hosted the Rams home game because of the LA fires. But what they also did that was dope was in the days leading up to the game, the Cardinals sent 2 of their own private jets to Los Angeles to pick up the Rance's team's family members
Yep.
and bring them to the game. That's first class by the Arizona Cardinals organization. That's all right.
They finna pack Weezy guy Kyler Murray on up, but they doing it right. We'll take him.
Come on.
Speaking of that game, real quick, y'all know I had a horrible year gambling. Horrible, right?
Yeah. Got to get back.
That one game, it was about 15 minutes before the game started. I unloaded on the Rams. Man, I watched that shit and I watched about them fires and shit. I said, this is rigged. I got to get back on the. I unloaded on the Rams. Yeah, that's part. I called cameraman. I said, I unloaded on the Rams. And they never trailed. It was just they never trailed in that game.
That was a good one. Yeah, that should be your best of the week. Yeah, my best of the week is the Unrivaled League, Women's 3-on-3 Basketball League. First season begins Friday, January 17th. TNT and True TV broadcasting all games throughout the seasons. It's based in Miami, 6-team league, 9 weeks before concluding the championship on Monday, March the 17th. So shout out to the Unrivaled League. Weezy, that was your best of the week?
I got another one, but yeah, that's cool.
Go ahead now. Give you one.
No, my best of the week this week is the crypto market. I don't say what you want. I don't care how you feel about Trump. I don't care if you blood or cuz, but you agreeing with him on this. Whatever, crypto market's popping. It's a good time. Yeah, just sit back and it's a good time.
There you go.
Them alerts coming to your phone make you feel good, don't they, Weezy? Make you feel good.
It's been a long time.
Worst of the week, Weezy. Talk to the people.
Worst of the week, man, is we give podcasters, all these guys, streamers, they got way too much influx on opinionated things. Like, Pie can say something about Lil Baby's album and it affects the whole entire, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's just because we're living in a moment of the internet and we're seeing that, and then in turn Generation Z is all on the internet.
Yeah, but at the same time, bro, that shouldn't affect that man's money.
It didn't.
I mean,
he's still number one.
He's still number one for sure. But
it affected perception of the album, though.
Yeah.
It did. Nah, I heard a lot of people say I ain't even listen to it because the internet was and it ain't a bad album.
It ain't.
It's a good
album.
Lil
Baby album. It's a Lil Baby album.
It's a Lil Baby.
They got way. I mean, I don't know what they got.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Drake on that though.
Yeah, they do. Sprinkle a little bit. Sprinkle a little bit. Yeah. My worst of the week is barbers, man.
Well,
I called Coach like Vin. I was mad as hell. Oh god. Yeah, shout out to B Moody, my barber.
Oh, he put his name.
I don't give a damn. We got to pay in advance for haircut.
Yeah, they're taking that shit too far. That shit in a restaurant.
You pay before you get
there. Yeah, it's in a restaurant, man.
Bro, listen. I open it.
No, ain't real. Man. Go ahead on with that shit.
About it.
Because if you don't come,
what services were made?
I see what cameraman trying to say.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You see what someone talking? You see the shit I'm talking about? You don't see what he's saying. I don't agree with it.
I see what he's trying to say. I see what I agree with.
That's my time.
Yeah. No, but you're not hearing what I'm saying. You go to a restaurant today, right?
You move. It's food.
No.
Women.
You
it's
pay,
still a
service. You're paying for the food when?
After.
That's food.
It's a service.
So if we look at it from this standpoint, this is what happens when we start doing appointments, because women been doing this forever. They pay half or pay a deposit to get their
I'm cool with a deposit to hold the spot. I'm paying the whole wop.
Guess what though, bro?
Up front before I get my haircut. And you gotta push my shit back.
Come on, bro.
Then what?
Come on back home, bro.
I knew it, man. As soon as them damn ring lights came out and all that shit,
over for y'all.
And the pandemic hit, they had us. Yeah.
He starts cutting your hair.
All of a sudden, man, it's
so weird.
Man, cut this shit off, man. Cut this shit off.
Hey, listen, grow it out.
Everybody ain't able, coach. Everybody ain't got this shit from Fiji like you do, man. Everybody
you got, coach?
Hey, I got two again. I'm saying.
Oh shit, now, coach.
Hey man, hey, listen. I be on assignment. I gotta get. What I'm saying. California man arrested for impersonating firefighter to steal from the burned Los Angeles property.
We'll be a better place.
Dudes out.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Too much shit going on. They burning my shit up, and you got them bullshit. Yeah, too much. We'll be a better place.
Come on, man. But then, just boy Wimby, man. You gotta call your boy, man. Gotta call your boy, man.
Come on,
That's like with a shot blocker.
Huh?
Like with a shot blocker.
No. See, I ain't even talking about that.
Mm-mm.
Wemby did a jersey swap with a young fan that looked to be about 6 or 7 years old.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that little fan gave Wemby his little jersey, and Wemby gave the little fan his jersey.
Yeah.
2 days later, this jersey's on sale
Game
for $10,000.
That's bullshit, man.
Who jerseys on sale?
Wemby's jersey.
The little kid.
His parents put it on
sale.
They finna mess it up for people that are really getting these jerseys for keep themselves, because now it's gonna make these players not want to give out their jerseys no more.
So
So
why
why you?
parents put it on eBay?
To sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
No. You said it's Wemby's fault.
No.
Oh, you said your boy Wemby. I thought you meant it was his fault.
He ain't got nothing to do with that.
Okay. Yeah, he got nothing to do with that one.
Yeah. What
Nah.
you got, Jeff?
All right, we'll keep it in boxing, man. It's gonna be a boxing heavy show for me today. After 8 months, 2 separate deals, Coach, our guy, Errol Spence's return to the ring, Errol Spence Jr.'s return to the ring, it's no more.
He retired.
No, he just pulled out. He's been pulled out of the fight by the WBO president by saying he's not sanctioning a title fight for him right now. He did not give a reason why.
He hit on
Talking about
crypto.
that eye.
He hit on crypto. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Mm.
I ain't
Right.
been right
He
since
ain't been
then.
right. He ain't been right.
Nah.
And fighters are the last one to know.
Yeah. They are. Yeah.
Hate that. Great talent.
It's tough.
Dang.
I hate the last thing we probably gonna see him in the ring is
Was
that
bad.
debacle.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
debacle. He got
Against
his
Tank.
ass.
He
whooped.
got-
He beat the sleeves.
That was an Old Testament ass one. That was fire and brimstone, cameraman.
That was a powerhouse, right?
BTA.
That's Jeff.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jeff, man.
Belt to ass.
Goodness gracious. Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, and the Amazon Music. To catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP, just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. J-Ho
Yes, sir.
and Weezy.
What did
You guys have a yellow box of Cheerios recipient for our listeners.
Yeah, this week's award recipient. He had a rough week. Diontae Johnson.
Shit, rough year. Walk with me with this one, fellas. Walk with me. God damn. Diontae Johnson. He started the season with the Carolina Panthers after being acquired in a March 2024 trade with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was traded to the Ravens in October of 2024. Now, after appearing in 4 games with the Ravens, Johnson was waived on December the 20th. He was then claimed by the Texans 3 days later. Seemed like his role would increase after Tank Dell goes down with his horrific knee injury. Johnson wound up playing a total of 38 snaps between Week 18 and the wild card win over the Chargers. And Texans head coach DeMeco Ryans announced on Tuesday that Johnson was again being waived while the team was preparing to play the Kansas City Chiefs. Yesterday, Diontae Johnson was claimed off waivers by who? The Baltimore Ravens. Okay. This marks the 4th different time Johnson has changed teams this season. In his second stint in Baltimore, he will be an unrestricted free agent and is ineligible to play for the Ravens during this playoff year.
So they just picked him up.
Do you know how bad? Yeah. Do you know how bad you have to be for a team that's down to 2 wide receivers
And be like, nah.
and be like, you know what?
we cool.
We good. We good.
Nah,
He was complaining about not getting
we can go get Josh
touches.
Gordon for this shit.
Man, come on, man.
Because he's complaining at the wrong time.
Complaining. He
They
can't
trying
read the room.
Yeah, they trying to win a chip. And he talking about some other shit that
Selfish.
yeah.
Selfish.
That's God.
Selfish.
That's tough.
That's bad, man.
I hate
that's
that
bad.
fool. Like
Because he can play.
I don't
So
know.
we thought,
now.
and I don't know. So we thought.
Yeah.
So we thought.
Hey, I hope he. I
Diontae.
do hope in the offseason he gets it together though.
I don't think so. I think he's cooked. This will do.
It's over.
Yeah,
It's
it's
over.
done. Oh yeah.
You know what really hurt him though? He played the music in Pittsburgh and he didn't have a real quarterback
Yep.
to throw in the ball.
Yeah.
And when they did throw him, he didn't come through.
Yeah.
It's tough, man.
Wow.
It's tough. All we come to the end of the road.
Who taking it to him?
Oh, I'll take it to Diontae.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take Diontae.
He's definitely a J Hove guy.
Yeah, and he ain't never played none of my
Him,
men.
Kadarius Toney.
KT, my guy.
Yeah,
KT, Florida guy.
Yeah, your guy.
Yeah. Nah, not Diontae Johnson.
Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Spotify, Beyond Pod, YouTube, Amazon Music, and Amazon Music. Hey, if you got Amazon Prime,
Hell yes, that too.
make sure you do all that, all right? And when these ads start showing, ads are free if you got Amazon Prime or Amazon Music. Make sure you check that out. All right, to get on the full archive of past episodes of FSP, just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast.
First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am J Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy. What it do?
It's your man, Coach a lot.
Hey, Jim, we find you on social media, my brother.
Oh, Weezy, thanks for asking. You can find me at JEasley84 across all social media platforms.
Coach Lock's back.
Mm-hmm. Nothing's changed, man. It's lock_the_great. That's THA. Get at me.
J-Ho.
It is me. I'm J Hove on Instagram and Twitter. I think we come to this thing,
You
man.
get some wild takes off on Twitter.
Tough seeing Joel Embiid go out like this. Dog.
He fought a good fight for him, too.
It hurt me, man.
Yeah.
Is he done?
It might be.
It might be a wrap.
He might be done.
Yeah.
He done
Can't
missed
even
6 straight games and it's swelling back in his knee.
Yes.
He done.
As soon as he practice, he gets swelling.
He
It
done.
might be glue gun time.
It might be done.
DC guys, that's why they have guaranteed contracts.
That
Man.
motherfucker
Give him an
guaranteed.
MVP.
He still got 180 on there.
So he ain't done. He gonna keep showing up.
Yeah, he gonna do something. He gonna do something in there.
Just gonna be a shell of himself. He
Yeah.
got that bitch looking like Kenny the Jet Smith.
If I'm
Bad
FSP
knees
underscore
and all.
Weezy on IG. I mean, how Weezy on Twitter. Holla. X on X.
Nah, Twitter.
What top?
Slave name.
Slave name is X.
Slave name is X, my brother. What we got, Jeff?
I gotta lead this in. I gotta lead.
You do.
All right, it was my worst of the week last week. Look, hail to the champion, I guess. Coach Locke, you have a victory speech for the people for your gas money, house money win, sir.
How many
I
you
do,
got,
Jeff.
Coach?
I think this is 3.
It's
Three.
3 for
Three.
Coach.
Damn.
3. Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
took
3.
the second. He took it. He took it, cameraman.
Yeah, it's 3. It's 3.
Yeah.
It's 3 on paper.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because me and Weezy tied, we both got 2.
Mhm. 3.
He got the most.
This was supposed to be back to back.
Yeah.
We getting
The
we
first
getting trophies next year. We gotta get a trophy or something for this shit next year. Nah, I ain't never.
I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't never.
If we getting a trophy, we got a backlog. My shit, I need mine. I need a trophy. I need a trophy.
We do it. I
Ain't
get
no
3 of
paper.
the things.
You're
I'm
not
good.
even on paper,
Nah,
Jay.
that's all right.
Yeah, one of them is.
Speak. I ain't man. Listen, I ain't gonna take up a lot of time, man. You know. I want to thank God. Nah, it's a hard fought battle, man. Had to get in the trenches. Do some thinking. Had a lot of pressure going in the last week.
Yeah.
Had to go 2-0 to have a chance.
Jeff tried to sink the ship, didn't he?
Yeah, they should.
Jeff,
He
I
tried
got
to
the last
yeah.
week. He
Yeah, I
Sam Darnold, man. The last week. It's Sam Darnold, man.
Same
Yeah.
Darnold. Same Darnold.
Yeah. So it was a hard fought battle.
That's right.
We take the wins how we get them. Like thank McColl's up here for pushing me.
Ah,
But we take the wins how we take the wins.
Let's ask you a question. How much time they take to pick your picks?
6 minutes.
Not long. Not long at all.
But it worked.
It worked. You think wrong, you think long.
You think-
So you gotta go into it. Go with your gut.
Right, Coach.
Make your pick.
Trophies.
Stand on it.
Ah, shit.
So,
That's just enough, coach.
Shout out.
That's enough now.
It's all right though, is you'll bounce back, man. You'll bounce back. Yeah. We'll take the wins. So shout out to
Go.
2025.
Good game. Good win.
Gas Money House Money Champion out.
You gonna try to?
Just refer to me as Gas Money House Money Champion Lock from here on out.
There we go. Inshallah. That's right. Woo, let's talk some college football, guys.
Yes, that hurt. I ain't God, that hurt.
Could Colorado football coach Deion Sanders be on the move? Coach Prime finished off his second year in Boulder, leading the Buffaloes to a 9-4 record and a Alamo Bowl appearance. Shown interest in NFL jobs this offseason. Sanders is reported to have interest in the Las Vegas Raiders job and the Dallas Cowboys head coaching openings. Now, Coach Prime's buyout is set at $8 million, a figure that dropped to $2 million as of January 1. His buyout before that date was $10 million, and his buyout was set at $15 million when he originally took the job at Colorado, but that number falls every January 1 of his contract. Guys, starting with you, Jeff, what should Coach Prime do?
I won't take the personal out of this because everyone know how I felt about the Jackson State thing. So I'm gonna stay out of it. I'm gonna take that.
Mad at him, Jackson.
Yeah.
You was upset. You called him a fraud.
Yeah.
You called him a Baptist minister.
Preacher.
Yeah.
He's a preacher.
He's a
Yeah, he's a pimp in the pulpit.
Mm.
But needless to say, Prime don't leave college. You can do things for those young men to mold them and motivate them and scope them into being greater men outside of football. Your purpose and your cause is bigger in college football than it would be in a professional league. I get it, coaching your son. You coach your son at every level, so I understand the want and the desire to do that. Stay in college.
The appeal of it.
The appeal is back. The appeal of coaching your son professional, both of your sons, I guess.
Yeah.
Is unmatched, I'm sure. But nah, man. College is where you serve the best in his perspective. Yeah.
What you got, Coach?
Yeah, I agree with Jeff, man. I think he should stay in college. I don't see him being able to go to too many NFL teams and be able to run the same kind of system as far as how he runs things for his organization like he does. Like at Colorado, it's the big bright lights, the entertainment, the DJs in and out the locker room. They're not going to be too many organizations in the NFL that's going to allow that to happen. Like everybody's talking about Dallas. I don't think Jerry Jones would allow that because Jerry Jones wants everything to be on him. At the end of games, Jerry Jones is the only person that's an owner that gets interviewed instead of the coach at the end of the game before a game's over.
That's right.
So he's going to want to control every little thing that goes on, and I don't think Dion will be with that. Dion likes to be hands-on with his choices, so I think he should stay in college. The only place I could possibly see him going would be the Raiders because the Raiders is in Las Vegas.
New regime.
Entertainment city. Everything is brand new. The Davis owners, we know they've always been against the grain owners as far as how they run their organizations. So if he does leave, that'll be the only place I do see him going because they could end up getting Shedeur as well. But I think he'll stay in college.
So my thing with it is there's a rumor that came out that he was met with some resistance with Rick George at Colorado in regards to NIL money. The same reason that he left Jackson State was because he was asking for a little bit more than they were able to offer. So in order to contend, you have to have money. And he wants to get to 10 wins on a consistent basis. If he wants to get to 10 wins, he needs the amount of money as the top 12 teams, your Oregons, your Ohio States, your Texases. He can't do that without money. You can't go and get Carson Beck for $4.5 million at Colorado. You just can't. He can't get Zachariah Branch that was at USC, now is at Georgia, for $3.5 million. He can't get those guys. He was up for Zachariah Branch. He just got outbid. So in turn, they've lost out on those big time transfers because of NIL. I think he goes to a place where there's an even playing field, which is the NFL. So I think he should leave.
He totally switched on him. You think he should leave?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think he should leave.
Yeah, but here's the thing about Prime. He was met with resistance. But I think he was met with resistance because they already gave him extension.
They did. Well, not yet.
Well, they get him extension.
They're negotiating it.
Negotiate extension, and you won't. We got to tell you no about something. Because if not, you can come back every year like James Franklin did.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. But here's the thing. If the money's right in the NFL and he get a chance to coach his son, he's gone. He's gone. Coach Prime about the money. He's the business. And true enough, that, I feel that Jeff was about the kids and go build everybody to be strong. But that man got kids in the NFL. And that man, he got all his kids around him. If the money is good, he's gone.
Yeah. Just saying. I just think it makes sense now. Because you can't.
It's lined up. It's perfectly. Lined up perfect.
There's no way that they're going to contend. They're going to win 7 games next year with that team they got right now.
We said the same thing about this team, though. We said they were going to win 3 games.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I didn't.
Other than Coach
He said it was a ball game.
Yeah, other than Coach we all, rest of us said 3 wins with that team.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
Where there's no Travis Hunter on that team. There's no
Travis
Sanders
There's
on
no
that
Travis.
team.
Hey, there's a possible Shedeur Sanders on that team.
No, who?
Caden Salters.
Juju Lewis?
Caden Salters going to start.
Caden Salter's good.
He's good.
Will he be a top 10 pick in the draft next year?
In next year's draft, no.
Caden Salter's not going to start?
Yeah, he going to start.
Caden Salter's going to start.
That kid ain't going to start out the game.
Yeah,
he going to
start.
compete.
I'm just saying,
But I don't think-
so in turn, they don't have, do they have a cornerback that's as good as Travis Hunter?
No one does.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So the reson that they won those games is because they got 2 top 10
And
talents.
their defense was better than people gave them credit.
Yeah, their defense.
And their offensive line, once they got the right rotation down, offensive line got better throughout the year. And they ran the ball.
Here's the thing.
They did not run the ball.
They started to run the ball.
They got a good running back coach. They running ball. Yeah.
Once they stopped trying to win Travis Hunter the Heisman every damn game and ran the ball for the most part, they looked like a competent team.
Here's the thing. If Dak Prescott didn't have a no trade clause in his contract, Coach Prime being in Dallas. They'll take that 108 cap hit because they're gonna get it back in other ways. When
They do that. They give Dak to y'all.
well, if
Dak is going to Tennessee.
Still dead cap space though.
it's still
Well,
dead
I'm
cap.
just saying, like,
yeah, because they
they're
gotta
gonna
pay him
take a
out.
big
Because then, but it'll be like a rookie contract, so he have 3 years. We should do.
They get that money. If Dak didn't have a no trade clause and they can finesse their way to get Shador, he'll be in Dallas.
Yep, Jeff.
From one hypothetical to another.
Mm.
Oh man.
Jeff production right here. Hypotheticals.
Reports indicate that the Saudis are at it again. His Excellency had a meeting this week with Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Bud Crawford, and allegedly, cameraman, on the horizon is the super fight of all super fights in the boxing world. Canelo Alvarez also allegedly is seeking $150 million to do this fight. And Terrence Bud Crawford is seeking the highest purse that he has ever had, as he should. Yes, you're right, cameraman, to make this super mega super duper fight happen. Starting with you, Weezy. Do we see Terrence Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez in September, year of our Lord, 2025?
Yeah, what do they sign?
Where?
I mean, I'm just saying, sign the
that type of
paper.
money, yeah.
That's the highest ever, right?
That would be, but I don't know if His Excellency is going to give up that type of money. And I'm saying that because I can't say, I don't want to mess the gentleman's name up. That's his actual title.
Well, if they give up that type of money, if that's what's been reported, and I mean, if that's what you just told me to report it, how you not sign that as a boxer?
You got to.
Take your ass over there inside in that
Canelo-
dirt and fight.
Yeah.
Canelo is wanting that money.
Yeah.
That has been the pushback for him wanting that $150 million. It's like,
Watch out for that.
Shit. Oh man.
I think that's
Well, Jesus Christ.
Okay, so when that
That's not racist, dog.
Shit.
I ain't never heard him say that. You just I ain't never.
No, he's not making it up. That's a real,
they call
that's
it.
a
Yeah.
real deal.
Yeah. Anyway,
And so
Terrence Bud Crawford spent the majority of his career, Jeff, at 147.
Yeah.
His last fight, he went up to 154, right?
Yeah.
That means he would have to go up to fight.
Two weight classes.
No.
They had to get a catch. They had to get a catch weight.
64.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had
Come
to
on.
get a catch weight.
And Canelo's special, but also I think, yes, it'll happen because these things happen always either too early or too late.
Too late.
And I think this is too late. I think Bud, it won't be beat the sleeves like how he did with Errol,
Bench.
but nah, I think this is a too late fight and it favors Bud Crawford. But I think it'll happen just because of all this money.
The money's gonna be. It's the biggest fight to make happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's no way they're not gonna let this fight happen because His Excellency, as you like to call him, he's done his research.
Yeah.
He knows if he's talking about paying him that kind of money, he knows the kind of money he's gonna get back on this. Crawford is gonna have to sign it because he's never had a payday this big.
And never get one.
Never get one. I think the jump is gonna be too much for Bud though. I don't think he's gonna be able to deal with the weight of Canelo when this fight does happen. But I think this fight is gonna happen eventually.
I think it happens. I do think it happens. It's the money, right? Everyone's gonna look at this and say, I can't turn like we all say, I can't turn this down. And it's gonna be the biggest gate that they're gonna see. I'm gonna go against the grain here though. I think I can see a path to how Bud wins that fight.
That's what I said.
Later in years, Canelo struggled against Caleb Plant early.
Mhm.
They did him knocking Caleb Plant out. No, folks, y'all get at me. He did knock Caleb Plant out. Caleb Plant, the blueprint is there, and Terrence Crawford can do that. What Caleb Plant did.
Is boxing at a are we at a talent standstill in boxing?
Yeah.
Talent standstill. What do you mean by that?
There ain't really a lot of good
Ain't a lot.
talent. It's just the younger guys and the super lightweights that's good.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
So when you look at it from that standpoint, I think the marquee divisions like the heavyweight and the light heavyweights, yes, there is a talent deficiency there. But the lower weights, you got everything you want down there.
Yeah.
Everything.
All right. Before we get started with halftime, let's talk some more NFL. For the second straight off season, the New England Patriots were on the clock for hiring a new coach. Now owner Robert Kraft has to hope his 2025 pick does better than his 2024 one because Mike Vrabel, former Patriots linebacker and Tennessee Titans head coach, has been tabbed to take the reins from Bill Belichick's original successor, Gerard Mayo. Coach, grade this hire A through F.
I give it an A. I think the Patriots knew that Vrabel knows how the organization works, being a former player there, and he did a great job with the Titans organization before being fired unnecessarily, in my eyes, of running the organization. He didn't necessarily get all his picks in because he wasn't making all those decisions, but to be successful at the New England Patriots, you have to know how that organization works. You have to know how they run things, how they do things, and he's going to be a little more looser with his players more than Bill Belichick was there, which was some of the knock on being under Bill Belichick. But I think he'll do a great job in New England, so I give it an A.
Jeff.
I give it a B minus. Vrabel gets the glass half full optimism because of what he was able to do with the Titans in some of those years, take the Titans to the AFC Championship, ride the coattails of Derrick Henry to prominence. Henry, but I know he did, brother. I'm not knocking Vrabel. I said it's a B minus. I say it's a D. It's a B minus. But I believe for everything that we've said and that we're going to say that's a positive for Vrabel, those same positives were there for Mayo. He knew how the organization worked. He was a former player there. He worked. He was there with Bobby Kraft, throughout those times. I'm not saying Jerry Mayo is the good a coach as Vrabel is. I'm saying he did not get a chance to.
He didn't get a chance
to matriculate into it.
He didn't get a chance.
Yeah, he lost the wrong. He won the wrong game.
Yeah,
he didn't get a chance.
He
didn't have no experience like Vrabel, but you got to give him a chance to get the experience stuff.
Yeah.
How am I gonna get experience if I can't get experience?
Yeah, 100%. I give it a B plus. I don't like the way they did a mockery of the Rooney Rule. They were doing speed dating and everything. It was flying through those Rooney Rule participants. But I've long said this is the best football coach in the NFL. He took Ryan Tannehill, who was a backup in Miami, had him to the AFC title game, most efficient quarterback during those years in 2019. Now you get the same opportunity with Drake May, and he'll have a top 5 pick and the most money in cap space with $120 million to build the team around his likeness. So this was the most logical hire of a team in dire need of a good hire. So it's going to work out for sure.
And right, he gonna do it his way.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna do it his way, and if he get fired, he gonna get fired his way. He got a quarterback. And what Vrabel does, he hires great offensive coordinators.
Mm-hmm.
He hired Matt LaFleur, had the Titans scoring 30 points a game. Right after that, he's hired what's the guy right now to Pittsburgh? I'm drawing a blank on that.
Yeah, Arthur Smith.
He's hired Arthur Smith.
Mm-hmm.
When Mariota scoring 20 or something. Tannehill. So he hires great, but then once his offensive coordinators go, because I don't know what happens. But he's gonna build an offensive line. He's gonna build a tough team. He's gonna run the football. So
what would you grade it?
I give it an A.
Yeah.
They knew what they wanted to do. It was crooked, but they knew what they wanted to do.
They interviewed Pep Hamilton and Byron Leftwich on the same Zoom, dog. Like, come on. Don't do the Rooney Rule any kind of way.
They was in that eating.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, all right, man.
We got to do that.
Don't even fly to New England. We're just going to do this on Zoom.
They weren't even paying attention. They just had him on the screen. They weren't even listening.
I wish I could remember. No, they can't do it.
They can't do it. It's because the reason that we have some of these general managers, Rand Carthon, AB in Cleveland, is because of the Rooney Rule. But
don't make a mock up.
Don't make a mockery of it.
He's so soft. It's unbelievable.
Who, Andrew Berry?
Nah, Rand Carthon.
Oh my God.
He's soft.
Yeah, let's get to it. You guys ready to get started?
Sport Press.
Hey, it's your man, Coach Locke. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Full Sport Press podcast every Monday, wherever you stream your podcast episodes. Like I always say, get a drummer song.
Revolution will be podcasted.
Halftime, cameraman, actually. It is the FSP.
Yeah.
FSP.
Yeah, it's FSP.
Yes, right. NBA Top 7 Power Rankings.
Led by
Jeff.
There we go.
Powered by Jeff.
Powered by Jeff.
Here's the thing, though, guys. Jeff. Here's the thing. This
Sponsored by KOS.
Here's the thing, guys. This is a weekly fluid list. This is not a up to this date list. This is week to week. So keep your comments to yourself.
And your mama.
Oh, okay. All right. Number 7 this week, the Milwaukee Bucks. Look at Giannis putting up MVP numbers. winners of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah.
Snapped the Sacramento Kings winning streak as well. Speaking of Sacramento Kings, number 6, won 7 straight up until this point. Lost to Milwaukee in a tough one. Had a bounce-back win against J-Ho's guy Sangoon and the Rockets last night. But it's the Doug Christie-led Sacramento Kings. And
I should switch them to.
Huh?
Go ahead, do your thing.
And number 5, Kawhi's back. Winners of 3 straight.
Norman Powell is back.
Let me land, brother. Let me land. Norman Powell is starting to look like a legitimate number 2 Paul George replacement in Clipper land. Shout out to them. Shout out to Paul George. Man, he got to regret that. Damn. All right. And number 4, winners of 4 of their last 5. I call this as the best move of the offseason. Cameraman signing Russell Westbrook at each and every game. Those two, Russell Westbrook and your soon-to-be MVP Nikola Jokic, seem to make history triple-double after triple-double. Like ain't nothing changed, brother. It's funny what happens when you're in a situation where you're playing with somebody that actually wants you to be on that team. Shout out to Russell Westbrook. And number 3, surprise team of the league, Coach Locke, the Houston Rockets. Winners of 5 of their last 6. Tough loss against Sacramento as of recording this list. However, Alfred Sengun is their player. He is their all-star. He's going to be their all-star.
Their all-star.
He's top 3 sitters in the league right there. He's their guy. At number 2, the Indiana Pacers. Coach Locke's guy, Tyrese Halliburton, Pascal Siakam. Winners of 6 of their last 7. Snapped the Cleveland Cavaliers streak last week. Cleveland Cavaliers on top of the world till they ran into them Indiana Pacers.
That game single-handedly got Darius out of the All-Star game.
Which one, the game last night?
Yeah.
He played actually pretty good last night. Donovan Mitchell didn't do nothing.
Donovan Mitchell had a tough game. Speaking of Donovan Mitchell,
He ain't
at number 1, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Winners of 4 straight after that loss against the Cleveland Cavaliers of last recording, and avenged that loss after a good spanking of those Cleveland Cavaliers in Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City, without their 2 centers, still looks like the best team in the NBA right now. Shout out to SGA. Shout out to Caruso when he gets back. Shout out to Williams. Shout out to all those guys on the team with the same name. And that is the FSP NBA Top 7 Power Rankings.
That's it.
You guys ready for the second half?
Sport Press.
J-Ho. Check us out each and every Monday. The Revolution will be podcasted. Revolution will be podcasted. Second half, the 2024-2025 college football playoff winners and losers. I am J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy. What he do?
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Cameraman. Oh, I'm gone. The college football playoff semifinal delivered in a big way. Now we are here to gear up for a showdown between Blue Dud powerhouse programs, Ohio State, Notre Dame, after the Buckeyes and Fighting Irish outmuscled Texas and Penn State, respectively, to earn a shot at the national title. Before we crown a winner, let's take a look at some of the winners and losers from a great 2024 college football playoffs, starting with the winners. Weezy, give me your first winner and why.
My first winner, I'm going to go back to Bo Scatterbo.
Bo Scatterbo.
Yeah.
Cam Scatterbo.
Cam Scatterbo. He look like a bow, though.
He do look like a bow.
He look like a
B-E-A-U.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cam Scatterbo.
Cam Scatterbo.
He put himself on the map and on a big stage. As a running back, it's not hard. I mean, that's hard to do. But he was like, we would have asked him to do a bunch, but he was running through people. He was running through people. And Texas is an SEC team, so I'm gonna go with Bo Scatterbo.
All right. I'm going to go with James Franklin, man.
Yeah, Little Game James.
That's what he
That's
is.
fucked up. They call him
Yeah,
Little Game
they
James.
messed up. They call him that. But
Yeah.
guess what?
Yeah.
James Franklin bounced back.
Yeah.
And with his job on the line, he said he couldn't win a big one. He won 2 big ones to get to
He
the
did.
Final Four. So shout out to James Franklin, man, in Penn State. You got your coach in Penn State.
And he picks with other coaches, too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you got, go?
My first one is Ryan Day, man.
Yep.
2 months ago, they was calling for his head because they lost to Michigan, Jeff.
Good
2
deal.
years in a row, right? He was under fire, yeah. Now he's 4 quarters from a national title.
As of recording.
As of reporting, yep. Now, we don't know if they would have actually got rid of Ryan Day if he had made it this far, but he's silenced the critics.
Yeah.
You make it to the national championship game, ain't nothing else you can say about him. So I got Ryan Day for a winner.
Yep. For the same reason, I have Ashton Jeanty. Well, you'll start with Ashton Jeanty. Yeah, don't be fooled by his modest yardage total from that one game. He had a great game against Penn State, who has one of the best defenses. I think 3 guys on that defense will play on Sundays this year. So to do that, I think he'll be a top 10 pick, and he definitely generated enough runs to look at him and say, you know what, this is a guy. So who won for me is Ashton Genty, my first winner. What you got, Weezy, for your second?
My second winner is Chip Kelly, offensive coordinator at Ohio State.
That's right.
After that butt whooping they took to Michigan,
Yep.
they went in the lab and said, all right, we're not going to experiment no more. We're going to go to our best players and find out what works with us.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, everybody in the world knows who the number one wide receiver is.
Yeah.
But, you know, people been know who he is, but all of a sudden we see it. He's unstoppable. He's unguardable. Texas took him out the game, which they supposed to, but
3, 4 people on there.
Right.
Yeah.
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 What you supposed to do, though. That's what you're supposed to do.
You better. If you
Yeah.
want to
Chip
have a
Kelly.
chance.
To see what him and Ryan Day did since January 1, that job is definitely safe right now. What you got, Jeff? Give me another one.
SMU. Yes, they lost. They lost. But SMU was a team in the 80s, early 90s, death penalty.
Yeah.
They ain't got to hide it
That's
no
true.
more, y'all. They can
Nah.
spend their money now. And they realize they can spend their money, and you taste a little bit of success. SMU is about to be a problem in the ACC.
What's going on in Texas? I don't know how they get their money
Their
in
money
Texas.
is They got that.
Oh, man.
SMU is they ain't scared to spend it.
That's right. Talk to me, Coach. Give me
I
another
had
one.
Chip Kelly as well, like
Yeah.
Weezy mentioned. My question is, if Ohio State would have beat Michigan, do you think they would have the same motivation they took going into these playoffs to
think
get
so.
them to this national championship?
Yeah, I think they were playing well. They just don't play well against Michigan. So, yeah, now, and I think Chip Kelly, if he wanted, he could get a job.
Yeah, I think so too.
He played his way himself into another head coaching gig for sure.
Mhm.
Is it on me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another winner for me is Quinn Ewers. Before the college football playoffs, we were contemplating staying in college football. He was looking at maybe a second, third round situation. He played his way into the 2025 NFL draft. I think he'll be a first day guy. I really do. I really do. Yeah. Could he have stayed and made a little bit more money another year? Absolutely.
A first day?
I think he'll be, first 2 rounds.
That's not
2 rounds.
first day. That's
Well,
second day.
he might go late first round.
Well, you gotta say one.
I think he might go late first round.
Okay.
So that's
first day.
That's first day.
Yeah, that's first day.
That's first day. Late first round. No. That's your man's. Yeah.
That's your man.
No,
That's your man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
your
yeah.
man.
But and here's the thing: if he would have went to Oregon next year or back to Ohio State, he still would have a dragon bringing down his back, just like how he did at Texas. So, yeah, a little bit more money in his pocket, without a doubt, but more film to dissect as well. He just had to have a dominant year. I think a Heisman Trophy run in order for him to get to that top 2, top 3 guys going at the quarterback position. So anything can happen, but I think he made the right decision playing the way that he played in the college football playoffs this year.
Could have went to Florida State.
For what? Y'all got a 5-foot quarterback, man. This shit be sinking.
Man.
Give me another winner.
Man.
I mean, Weezy.
My next winner is Carson Beck. Carson Beck is my winner. Y'all can say what y'all want, but he went and got 10 mil.
He did. Yeah, he did.
He went and got 10 mil.
Yeah.
He went and got all right. They sit there and saw, Georgia lost.
Mm.
Maybe they lost because they didn't have their quarterback. And Miami said, well, we'll take him. He went and got 10 mil.
Yeah. Timmy.
I don't know. To all the freshmen,
Yeah.
listen, to this transfer portal college players,
Use it.
yeah, please.
Yeah, use it.
Please use it.
Use it to your advantage.
strategically.
Yeah, use it to your advantage.
Don't just use it.
It's
Don't
players-
use it. Yeah, don't use it.
Don't
Use it right.
use it strategically.
Yeah.
See,
Fellas.
use me.
And some of y'all out there that's just out here
Using it.
using it. Like, she just turnstile.
Come on, Joe. Give me another
Marcus
one.
Freeman.
Oh, yeah.
Marcus Freeman. They said I was picking with my heart, cameraman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put on a
The easiest route. We said this though when the brackets came out. Who had the easiest route to the playoffs?
and they
The
exercised.
Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
And they exercised it.
Okay.
Give Marcus Freeman.
Okay.
Great coach. Another coach that was, I wouldn't say coaching for his job,
Mhm.
but was coaching for his credibility.
Mm.
People were saying he was, with that one loss this season and the shortcomings last year. Yeah, turning around. Shout out to him.
Cool.
I have Notre Dame as a winner, because not because they're playing in that championship only, but because they are also going to get 100% of the $20 million the conference is supposed to get from winning those playoff games. Why? Because they're independent. So the $4 million they got from winning the first game and $6 million from the other game, and then another $10 million is all going to go to Notre Dame. You talking about extra money?
Cheat code.
Now we go NIL crazy with this money.
They're gonna go crazy, and they ain't done nothing yet. That's crazy. Another winner for me, as you guys talked about already with James Franklin, though. I don't think there's a coach that's under more scrutiny than James Franklin to win big games, but he won 2. And that is something that a lot of people can't say. And he's about to have 3 players drafted in the first round. He needed this year. It shapes his future as a head coach as one of those guys. But his numbers are still his numbers now. Man, his numbers is numbers, y'all. He's 4-20 against top 10 opponents. He's 1-15 against top 5 teams. And he has 13 losses. Listen, man. When he's up there against the guys, he's 3-11. So this is the thing about James Franklin. Yes, he is not known as Little Game James anymore. But
Little Game James is crazy.
At the same time, though,
that's crazy.
Man, he still got a lot to do.
That's nuts.
He got a lot to do.
That's nuts.
Weezy, you got another win? Everybody done with winners?
I'm good. I'm done with one.
I had one more.
You got one more? Go ahead, Coach.
You got one more, Joe?
I got one more.
Okay.
I got
Go ahead, Jeff.
Stick with the same water. Go ahead.
Pat McAfee and Nick Saban.
ESPN.
Yeah.
Not all of ESPN. I'm gonna get to the rest of them in a minute. But those 2 specifically have breathed life into college football coverage. I'm a big Pat McAfee fan. His show, his pod, like of course the WWE side of it as well. But him covering college football and Nick Saban bringing his expertise as well. It's been fun to watch that cover pregame and halftime show.
Yeah.
College game day come to TSU or Vandy. Are y'all making the kick for the money?
Ooh. Yeah. I'm gonna say I can't.
I'm gonna try.
We all gonna try, but are you gonna make the kick?
Ain't no kicker.
There ain't no kicker.
10, y'all, hell no, they'll tell y'all. It's
30, yeah.
It's 30.
Yeah.
That's hard.
That's
Well,
fair.
100 grand. 100 grand, right?
It increased every week.
Yeah.
Like the final one for the last one was $1 million, I think.
Yeah. Stuff.
Yeah.
Hmm.
My last one was the big budget schools, man. Jay kind of talked about it earlier. Ohio State has the largest athletic department budget in the country among public schools. Texas is 2nd. Penn State is 9th. So clearly, these schools with the big budgets are seeing this success.
Mm-hmm.
The names have changed, but it's still about the big spenders.
Yes,
Notre Dame, they a private school, but they know they got money. They spending money. They haven't disclosed how much they spent.
And they not
But you better believe they spent the money in Notre Dame. So these schools with these big budgets, you're going to keep seeing them in the playoffs because they're able to pay for these players.
That's right. You guys ready to get to the losers?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it, man. First loser, Weezy. Talk to the people.
First loser for me is the networks of college football. Listen, y'all say what y'all want, but these games, you know who's been playing on Saturdays for the last 3 weeks? The NFL. like that was a big game last week, and it was on a Friday night. It's just not the same as that big game was on a Saturday. It is not. College football's for Saturdays. That game was on a Friday night.
Well, bowl games, but bowl games are throughout the week though, and these are technically bowl games.
Yeah, but
I get what you're saying.
The
but
championship game usually on Monday by itself or something like that.
It is.
That game. I'm talking about the bowl was semifinals. That game was by itself, but that game was on a Friday night, bro. Nobody watched that.
You gotta think about it. Last year they was on New Year's Day by themselves, but these are still bowl games though. I get what you're saying, but it makes sense to have them on Thursdays and Fridays now because they're still playing the Cotton Bowl.
Because you know what's on Saturdays?
NFL.
It was 2 games on Saturday. Week 16 at that.
It was real bad.
Which is nothing.
It was real bad.
They should play both of them semifinal games on the same night, though.
So do.
Yeah.
I don't like that one on Thursday, one on Friday.
stupid.
Either play them both on Thursday or play them both on Friday because it's the semifinals. So give both teams the same amount of days of rest between that game and the championship game. I don't like that playing them on separate days, though. I don't like that.
Jeff?
I do think they fixed that, Coach. I
got you.
going forward, but I think they fixed that. Keeping it on the commentary and the coverage, I hate to say it. Lee Corso. It's time, bro. It's time.
Yeah, back him up.
It's time, brother. I respect you. Legendary run.
In 2 games.
2 games, but brother, it's time.
This time.
It's time.
This time.
You almost failed putting the hat on.
This time.
It's just time.
He was up there dancing. Can't dance. This time.
Yeah, it's time, man.
This time.
He having fun. And you know what? I'm afraid, I don't want him to go home too early because, that's it.
Shut of that hip.
Ooh,
Ah,
trouble.
No, I'm saying we dancing, shut of that hip. It ain't nothing. This time. This time.
That's it.
Yep. Go.
I'm gonna go with the big dog conferences. Big 12, ACC, SEC, all bad. The lesser members of the Power Four were 0-3 in playoffs between the Big 12 and ACC, with the ACC teams, Clemson, SAU, losing decisively. The Big 12's own team, Arizona State, losing to Texas in double overtime. The winless showing does nothing to help their negotiations when the commission discussed format change of college football playoff for 2026.
Yep.
The SEC, for the second consecutive season, did not have a national championship participant and a back-to-back exclusion
I don't say that shit.
unprecedented
Just
in the
like
college football
sorry ass
playoff.
conference. Y'all won 2 goddamn games.
Man,
my nigga.
we said,
Yeah, my bad.
come on, man, hold on now. And only one team made the Final Four this year. So,
That team won in the SEC last year.
so you got
In the SEC now.
you got three of the Power Four teams. I have as a loser.
Yeah, my loser are college football playoff seedings. Clearly, the format needs a little tweaking. Anytime the number 1 team is better off losing, as was the case in Oregon in the Big Ten championship game, there's a huge problem. If you look at that way, the blowout games in the opening round and the TV ratings, like you guys mentioned earlier, did not strengthen the case to expand this to 14 starting in 2026. Why would ESPN, who has the exclusive contract with the college football playoffs, Big Ten, SEC might push for 2 more slots anyhow, and they'll get their wish, but it was some bad seed, and they have to figure that out because Oregon definitely got hosed in this entire thing. Next up, another loser, Weezy. Talk
My loser was to Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
To your point, here's the thing: they might have got hoes.
They
They
did.
might have got hoes. They might have. But here's the thing: they looked overmatched.
There you go.
They looked overmatched.
Well, because that was supposed to be the national championship game, not the quarterfinal game. That's why.
No, well,
They
how
still
you
look
say that?
overmatched in the championship game, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but when I'm saying if they would have played against Arizona State or if they would have played against
You can say they would have gone further.
further, yeah. That's
No, for sure they would have went. I'm saying
They
they
still got their ass beat.
they got a bad spot, but when the game played, they looked overmatched. They
yeah,
looked-
because they
they
were
look like-
playing the best team. See what I'm saying? They were literally playing the best team. Like I said, when those 2 teams played, that's the national championship.
So no. So you're saying they would have played that game this week and got the ass whooped? You'd have been cool with it.
Yeah, because they had to show how they got there. They got to a point. They were just playing the best team. They got a bad seed.
I agree with you, on
Yeah.
that, but you still don't think.
I was a competitive catastrophe to watch that. Yeah, it was bad. But what I'm saying is, I think after you get and they was off 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever the case may be, you go into that situation, you ain't really into it. You play a couple of games, it wouldn't be a catastrophe like we saw if it was a national championship game.
See, I think so. But yeah. So you
That
should
game
think-
took Dan Lannon out of that realm, and he's that good of a coach. They
No, he's
spent
still-
a lot of money to get that team to how it was, and for them to get a number 1 overall seed and get hosed like that to play fucking Ohio State the very next round, that's bad. That's just bad seeding. Very bad seeding. If they would have played UT, they'd beat the shit out of UT. If they would have played Indiana, they'd beat the hell out of Indiana. Just some weird shit like that. But to play Ohio State, if you're the number 1 overall seed, they were a 7 seed, bro.
So you saying you would have been okay with them getting their ass blew out in the championship game?
Yeah.
But
I just don't like it being in the quarterfinals.
Okay.
No,
I think Oregon loses any team in the
that's not
last
true.
8.
No.
The
They
Pistons,
beat the shit out of SMU. SMU SAR.
and in the last 8, not in the 12, in the last 8, that round that they played,
So you saying Texas?
the Texas beats Oregon.
Yeah, Texas. But what I'm saying
Georgia
is,
beats Oregon.
Georgia
Or
beat
Notre Dame
Oregon.
beat the shit out of
No,
Oregon.
Notre Dame definitely don't.
Ohio State's beat Oregon.
Bro, Oregon? Did you watch Oregon? They didn't lose a game all year, bro.
All that tough games. One thing you got to remember, their tough games was at home. They play Ohio State at home and won by 3. Neutral sites matter. That's why they got to keep these bowl games going, because neutral sites matter.
I think that Oregon got a bad draw. What you got? Jeff is another loser.
12-team playoffs. I've said it ad nauseum on the show.
But it
I've said
goes
it.
without saying.
I've said-
What you saying is the 12-team playoff. The 12-team playoff is perfect. The seeding is bad.
2 things can be true.
Right.
He thinks the 12.
Now, the 12-team playoff as a whole, seedings as a thought, as a process, as a ranking, it is a horrible idea. And it showed from the tip-off of the first game to all but one of these games.
Yeah,
All
but
but one of these games have not been competitive.
it's too many good college football teams just to have 4 teams in there, Jeff. It's too many. It's
No,
not fair.
It's really not. It's actually not. It's not. It has showed in this competition that it really isn't that many good college football teams. There's some good players. There's some great players on some mediocre teams that make other teams look better. But there's really only 3 good teams.
Bro, Georgia.
It's Notre
They
Dame.
just lost their quarterback, bro. You know how good y'all would have been if y'all would have had y'all quarterback. He didn't break his ankle.
I disagree with you on that.
Georgia's a good team.
The 12-team playoff is fine.
No,
It's gonna be blowouts every year in it.
I know.
This is how it is.
There is not 12 great or good college football
That's not
teams.
the point.
There's
though, Jeff.
only 3, possibly 4, depending on the year.
That's in every sport, though. In every sport, there's
Every
3
sport.
or 4 teams, bro.
Every sport
Who the best team in the NFL right now?
right now,
It's 3 teams.
Baltimore probably. Baltimore or Buffalo. Right now,
You think any team in the NFC can beat any of those teams?
yes.
No.
That's just like saying in the NFL.
There's at least 6 or
The
7.
only that's just like saying in the
There's at
NFL.
least 6 or 7 good NFL.
There's 4 good
That's just
in-
like
No. There's at least 6 or 7 right now. Off the top of my head. Off the top of my head. Kansas City.
Detroit.
I'm just going AFC. Kansas City, Baltimore, Buffalo. 3. Detroit. Detroit, Philadelphia.
Let's go home. That's it.
Detroit, Philadelphia, and the Rams. The Rams are good.
The Rams are.
The Rams they have a running
The
back.
Rams are
They
good.
got 2 number 1 wide receivers. They have
Are
a
you scared to
quarterback.
play the Rams?
Yes,
But what's the
absolutely.
12-team playoff? They're just saying
Absolutely.
They're just saying take away the wild card teams and just play.
That when the Super Wild Card stupid.
What,
Oh,
The
shit.
way that you think, bro, they shouldn't even have a playoff. And it's a situation,
Absolutely.
and it just be a national championship game. It's stupid.
Yes.
That's stupid.
The BCS,
What you got, Coach?
As flawed as the BCS was, I'm sorry, Coach. As flawed as the BCS was, when did they ever really get it wrong? When did the best team? When did the best team
An
not win
Auburn
the
team
championship?
played, and they didn't even play. An Auburn team went undefeated, didn't play a game, bro. Everything is flawed. With this chance, everybody gets a chance to play. You get these sorry ass ACC teams come in and get their ass curb stomped for no reason. They play in
Did you
it.
look at the SEC?
You know why?
Did you look at Tennessee?
Tennessee,
About ACC? Did you look at Tennessee?
Tennessee would have beat the shit out of SMU.
They went up to Columbus and got their ass kicked.
The best team in the country.
Took all
The
these
same thing they gonna do to Notre Dame.
buses up to Columbus and showed y'all their ass and get sent right back to Knoxville.
And what SMU do?
Same shit. I don't like. First of all, I
Sorry.
don't care about the ACC.
Sorry.
I don't care about the
Miami
ACC.
should have been in there.
They were
So
the
with
same
the-
shit.
No, bro. Miami would have continued.
Miami played they ball. They ball.
Jeff,
game.
you
They
can't.
have-
Jeff, you can't hear saying shit on the SEC and your team plays in the SEC, so you don't care about it.
I don't care about the ACC. I care about Florida State.
Go ahead, Coach. What you
I care
got?
about Florida State. I don't care about Clemson.
Yeah, but-
or SMU or Virginia Tech.
They
But Miami don't
stink.
give a damn. They can lose every game.
We don't care
Care
neither,
about
boy.
them.
But I'm telling you, Georgia's good. Georgia is a tough out for every team. They just missed their quarterback. That's all you were screaming about. Oh, we didn't have a quarterback. Then y'all go and play Georgia. Y'all lose 55-0
We didn't
because
have-
y'all didn't have a quarterback. Y'all
No.
Y'all done got y'all ass
We
beat.
didn't have 23 players against Georgia.
Nigga, Georgia
23 players didn't play.
Georgia lost the same game without a quarterback.
23 players
A
didn't play.
freshman played and started
They had
quarterback.
100 people. We
23 is different than one.
23 is better than one. I don't know
No,
what you talking about.
What you were saying was,
23
if we had our
here.
quarterback,
What?
we would have won said game.
No, I said
about
if we,
Florida State?
I said if we'd have played.
You talking about?
Y'all don't have a quarterback.
I said if we'd have played last year.
You talking about last year, right?
It's about last year. If
If
Florida
we-
State would have
we had a
played,
quarterback, them 23 other 23 people would have played.
Exactly what I'm
won the
telling
game.
you is, you still need your quarterback. They only good as a sum of the equal that they got, and
You
some of
need
the
your quarterback.
They need your
Sure.
quarterback.
You need your
So you talking about team sorry? Team ain't sorry. They beat every team in the ACC 17
ACC
times in a row. In the ACC, every
ACC
team,
sorry.
all 12 of them motherfuckers would get cooked by the Georgia Bulldogs.
guess what? Who don't care?
Go ahead, Coach.
Another lose for me. Conference championships. The semifinal matchups provided ample evidence the championship weekend is becoming obsolete. Penn State and Texas both lost their title games. Ohio State didn't even play in a championship game. Notre Dame doesn't have one because they're independent. And with Carson Beck losing his injury, Georgia didn't win their game because of that injury, probably. But it just shows that you have these conference championship games and teams that are not making it or not even winning are still getting these seeds. But that's what happens with the 12th seed tournament. It allows them to still get in. But now it's like you don't have to win that championship game anymore to get into the playoffs.
My next loser are the SEC quarterbacks from Texas's wobbly performance against Arizona State, Alabama's loss to an undermanned Michigan team, Tennessee's exit from the college football playoffs. One reason that the heavyweight kind of turned into a middleweight is because there's no quarterbacks in the entire conference. The best the best quarterback in the entire conference is, I would say, Jackson Dart, and he didn't play. So in turn, you got to figure out a way to kind of get better quarterback play in the conference because the route tree is working for Jalen Milroe. We got another guy going to the ACC with Carson Beck. He can't play. So in turn, it's just bad quarterback play in the SEC. The worst we've seen in years, for sure. Give me another loser, Weezy.
The setting of the playoffs, man. I think they should have, you know how they had the Fiesta Bowls and the Sugar Bowls and the Rose Bowls, the second round of the playoffs. That should be the first round, and the winner of that should have played Oregon at home or Ohio State. Because that gives Oregon like, you know, advantage. If you go sit there and wait for 3 weeks, at least they got to come to you and play. Mm-hmm. In that first round, you can go and get your money with your Fiesta Bowls and your Sugar Bowls. Get that the first week. So the second week, you want to play a home game, you come there and play. If you're gonna make Oregon and Texas wait 3 weeks,
they gotta fix that. That's my next one.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's my next. They have. I understand we here 12. We probably be at 16 in a year. They have to fix the gap from conference championship week or the week before to first game, because these kids are almost off a month if you get a bye, right? Yep. If you get a first round bye, you're almost off a month. That's tough to ask a team to rev up again after 3 weeks off.
And again, we talk about that though. They still got to figure out a way to kind of make these kids student athletes, and in turn, they got to finish the finals. So in turn, it used to be 2 weeks though. Yeah, 3 or 4 weeks is ridiculously too long. Yeah, I agree.
That's the thing.
It's got to figure.
You got to fix that part. You may have to get rid of that stupid week 0, and actually move everybody up to Memorial Day. Or was that Labor Day?
Labor Day.
Move everybody up to that Labor Day weekend and get rid of week 0 to help that out.
It used to be It used to be no week 0 anyway.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But you have some teams play on.
That was a money grab too.
Yeah,
or the state. All the fucking Ireland
the season line week 1.
Stupid.
So what you got, Coach?
I had James Franklin as a loser.
Yeah,
and this is why. Few coaches have been more successful but received more criticism than James Franklin. As you just like to call him, Lil Game James, what people call him, but he regularly wins 10 games or more, which is good. He finishes in the top 15, which is good. But like Jay mentioned, with the semifinal loss to Notre Dame, they were outscored 24-14 in the second half. His record against opponents, top 5, was 1-15. So even though he made it that far, but he played SMU, who's not a core. Who just became core 4, and Boise State, who's not core 4. So was it really a big game, or did we just call it a big game because it's in the college playoffs?
That's it. Yeah.
So. Big game, yeah. The big game really is once you get to the Final Four.
That's right.
That's your big game.
And everything, yeah.
Give me big games, and he couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
But if he loses, he gets fired. He loses to SMU, or
absolutely
Boise State. Yeah, he loses, but he gets fired.
He gets fired. Yeah. So you had to win those. My next loser, the ACC. Both playoff teams, Clemson and SMU, got the sleeves beat off their ass. But that's just a start for a bad bowl year. Cal lost to UNLV. Pittsburgh lost to Toledo. UNC lost to UConn. NC State lost to East Carolina. ACC went 2-11 in the postseason and was close to the worst bowl record in college football history. In 2017, the Pac-10 at the time went 1-8. So right now, the ACC feels like a distant 4th among the Power 4. Absolutely. Next up, another loser, Weezy.
Oh, I got one. No, go ahead, Weezy.
No, go ahead.
No. I'm gonna say this one since he want to do that shit.
It's facts.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna defer to you. Go ahead.
My loser, cameraman, is the SEC.
Were they 2-11?
How much does it mean?
A team that was. He just talking. So facts.
No. I got facts. Team that was not in your conference last year makes it further than any other team in your conference. The only other team that was healthy in your conference, because you could talk about Georgia was not healthy. The only other team that was healthy went to Columbus and got the doors beat off of them. Then you have that other team, that 4th team that you thought that's such a powerhouse because they had Nick Saban, and they come into the bowl season saying, "Oh, we should have been a playoff team." Played the Michigan Wolverines and got the doors beat off of them. South Carolina, another team that you were complaining about that should have been in the playoffs. What did they do, cameraman? They also lost in their bowl game. Should I keep going? Vanderbilt? Huh? Since we're doing conferences, let's talk about the SEC and how much does it really mean. Thank you very much. Yo, go, Luis.
My last loser was Herb Street, man. Listen. We know you're an Ohio State alum, dude. We know that. Chill out on the favoritism during the commentary, man. Just chill out. We know that everybody's talking about how much money they pay in NIL, and you don't think it's true, and just chill out, bro. Yeah, and you took shots at them boys. Like, chill. Have y'all heard Corrupt Street?
Yeah, pretty bad. Pretty bad.
That's wild, man. Chill. I thought you was one of the good guys, man.
What you got, Coach? Give me another look.
Yeah, that was my 4.
Yeah. I got another one. Also, the SEC went 8-7 in the bowl games this year, well over 500 compared to 2-11, one of the worst we've ever seen. Another lose, 8-7 and 2-11 is two totally different things.
Talking about the big games.
So compared to what you want, 2-11 is 2-11, dog.
They lost. ACC saw.
2-11
Hey,
is
guess what?
2-11.
ACC saw.
Okay, cool.
So
So
nobody.
my next loser is Drew Aller. People were saying that Drew Aller, if he was able to come out this year, he's better than Shador and also Cam Ward. And he was throwing the ghost. He was 12 for 23, didn't compete a pass to any wide receiver, all to his tight end. So good thing he's just a redshirt sophomore. The bad things is he don't have a defense coming behind him, just like how he had with his Penn State defense. Yeah. Another loser, anybody?
No, we good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm good, I should say.
Yeah. Well, that's it, man. Indiana Hoosiers played shitty. Yeah.
They
Fun
but
games.
can we say they
Overachieved?
overachieved?
Yeah.
Yes, I couldn't think of the word. They had a great year.
Great
10,
year.
10 wins in Indiana.
Great year.
They
That's a
played-
great year, Jay.
Guys.
First year.
Guys, they only played 2 games against a real good team, and they got their ass beat on both of those games.
But still, team.
They do that every year though.
That don't make it right, though.
So,
in college, go ahead.
They had no business playing in that college football play.
Well,
that may be true, but
Mhm.
they still overachieve because you have to look at a Indiana season typically. They're gonna
as a
get
whole.
their ass whooped by Ohio State.
Mhm.
You know they're gonna get their ass whooped by Michigan.
yeah.
But they won all those other games, and this is the coach's first year there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First
He
thing
brought
they
his whole team.
yeah.
From
James Madison. I
Madison.
give it. Yeah, that's that coach first year there.
Yeah,
He's from James
the whole
Madison.
team.
Yeah, they weren't supposed to win that many games.
Yeah, so that's a good year. Yeah,
Successful year, man.
yeah.
That's how college football should be, though. It shouldn't be you comparing Indiana to Penn States and Ohio States because that's not what they're
They're
competing.
still in the
against.
same conference.
No,
though.
they're in the conference. They ain't competing against them though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You got to look at their history. You got to
Yeah,
compare
Jeff,
today.
You don't say that's how the college football should be. Then you're saying you don't deserve 12 teams to be in there. That's horse shit. That's horse shit, Jeff.
Wait. I'm saying no. My points are the same. I'm saying there should be bowl games. Indiana should not be playing against Georgia or Ohio State for their seed. They should be playing against Northwesterns or Illinois or
Well, they shouldn't be in
Virginia
the Big
Tech.
Ten then.
That's
They
what they
shouldn't
should
be
be
in the
going
Big
against.
Ten.
Everybody should have a chance if you're good to win the
Let's
chip.
see.
I'm gonna tell you what.
The only
10
thing
years-
that people were saying that some of these teams, your core teams, and well, if they get a chance, they could beat some of these big guys. That's the whole point of this, to show, okay, if these guys can really compete, let's give them a chance. They got 12 chances, and they get their ass beat.
Football.
Well,
You can't, like we joke on this show. You say you can't fake boxing, right? We say it all the time. Can't fake boxing. You see, my bad, coach. You see as soon as you kick off, you see the size difference. You see the talent difference. First play on these games. These kids should not be on the same field as these other kids. You got 1 or 2 guys on your team that can play at these bigger schools. There's a reason why the Big Ten and the SEC.
But you can't tell them if they win. You can't tell them they shouldn't have a chance to compete.
I got you.
Coaches at TSU.
Yep.
If he win his conference, he want to go to the Big Dance. He don't say, man, well, y'all outmatched. You don't deserve to go. You want to go, don't you, Coach?
Yeah.
Basketball's a little different.
Oh shit.
Basketball's a tad bit different.
Kalen
It's not a
DeBoer.
train wreck. It's not a train wreck.
Kalen DeBoer.
Should
You
be
on the
part of it.
clock.
Should be. I'm
You on
with
the
you.
clock.
I said
My
it.
brother.
I said 3 without 3.
Yeah,
4
yeah.
losses like that. You can.
Another, college football playoffs in the book. The first one. We will see how things happen. Solid, man.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. Now, tweet us some questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. And more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell a friend,
Weezy,
Everything paid for, me, baby.
Coach,
get a drummer song.
Jeff.
It just means more.
Nah,
2-11.
Yeah, he won an NIT tournament for football, man. That's crazy.
2-11. Cameraman, the Revolution Week Podcast. We're out.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcast. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The revolution will be podcasted.